from the stands. Pure coys, everybody raise your hands. Pure coys, pure coys, pure coys.
Yes, welcome to Pure Coys. Thought I'd come on and do a quick Fulham Spurs preview for the weekend. Before I do that, I just want to congratulate Tottenham Hotspur on reaching the last 8 of the Europa League. Woohoo! We are in the quarterfinals. Listen, there's not been a lot to cheer about this season, so let's cheer about this. Finally, when we had to turn up, we did turn up. We got the result done. There are still things that I'm a little concerned about. We are open at the back. Better teams may punish us, but we can only beat what's in front of us. We did that. James Maddison, beautiful. Absolutely fantastic performance. The third goal from Spurs was exactly what Spurs fans want to see. But Maddison, for me, was the architect of that. He was the one who started it all. Great performance from Maddison. Great performance by Spurs. And we're into the quarterfinals. So big congratulations to Tottenham Hotspur for that. But let's get into this Spurs against Fulham game at Craven Cottage. Before I do, guys, please subscribe. It really does mean the world. I'm chasing down 600. I'm getting there slowly, but every subscription helps. So please help me out here, guys. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Fulham against Spurs, kick-off 1:30 p.m. on Sunday. Of course, that is because of the League Cup final between Liverpool and Newcastle on Sunday afternoon. If you look at the head-to-head games, this is a real eye-opener for me because I was under the impression that our form at Craven Cottage and our form against Fulham actually over the last couple of years, it's been absolutely woeful. I think that's because obviously we lost 3-0 last year in the league. We went out in the League Cup, but of course we drew 1-1 and we went out on penalties. And of course we drew this season at White Hart Lane. But actually, if you look at it head to head, it's actually not that bad. So the last 12 games that Fulham and Spurs have played at White Hart Lane and at Fulham Craven Cottage, Spurs have won 8. There's been 3 draws and only 1 defeat in 12. That gives me confidence going into the game. I thought we were a lot worse than that against Fulham. But our record there actually at Fulham has been pretty good. In fact, I think we've won 3 or 4 of our last, I think we won 4 games of our last 6 at Craven Cottage. So our record at Craven Cottage is actually pretty bloody good. So I'm pretty confident actually we might get a result there now. Let's look at the team news for Tottenham. The team news is that Werner and Bentancur back. Werner's back, get in now. But other than that, no fresh injuries. Still without Kulu, Richarlison, Danzo, and Dragishin. Though you look at those injuries, only Kulu really is the one that walks into the first team. The rest are more squad players. And just for the record, the Werner celebration was pure sarcasm, just in case any of you actually think I'm a Werner fan. As for Fulham, their team news looks like this. Lukic is suspended. Nelson, Tete, and Wilson all injured. That's a bit of a blow for Fulham, I think, Wilson. I really like Wilson. Don't ever think he's quite good enough for Spurs, but then what do I know? I'm a Spurs fan and we're doing badly. But he always comes out with really important goals. I like him as a player. But Traore is fit, so lots of pace, no end product for Fulham. We should be fine. If we look at the expected lineups for Spurs, it'll be something like this. Listen, there will be changes. Obviously, I haven't put Spence in it. He could come in, but the lineup's going to be something like this: Vicario, Porro, Udogi, Van der Ven, Romero, with Bentancur, Basuma, and Maddison, Johnson, Son, Solanke. Obviously, you could pick a few of those players now, take them out, and put other players in, which is a nice thing for the manager to finally have, as we nearly almost have a fit squad to choose from. As for Fulham, their expected lineup is going to be something like this: Leno, Castagna, Anderson, Bassi, Robinson, Berg, Pereira, Traore, Smith Rowe, Iwobi, and Jimenez. That's a pretty strong side, actually, for Fulham. So, listen, this is going to be a tough game. Let's make no bones about it. Fulham are doing well. And in fact, if we look at this now, we're actually going to look at the table because this is quite interesting. Let's look at the table. And we are so low down, I couldn't even get the top 7 in the picture. So that's how badly Spurs are doing. So the table is obviously Spurs in 13th place, 14 defeats in 28. We've lost half of our games. Absolutely shocking. Spurs in 13th, Fulham currently in 10th. Fulham on 42 points, Spurs on 34 points. That's a massive 8-point swing. Now, if Spurs can win, they will cut that gap to 10th, 5 points, which gives us half a chance of chasing down a top 10 finish. If we lose, we are 11 points off top 10 minimum. In fact, it could be more. It could be more. It could be 13 points from top 10, which is just not going to be cool. That would be it. That would be, I think, if we lose on Sunday, we are doomed for a bottom half finish. If we win, gives us half a chance of a top 10 finish. But you look at that table and it's depressing reading, isn't it, for Spurs? What's even more depressing is we are in 13th on 34 points. 16th place, West Ham has 33 points. Now, if we were to lose at the weekend, United, Everton and West Ham were to win, we could be down in 16th. Now, I don't know the other fixtures. They could be playing each other. But it's a concern that within the next couple of games, we could be languishing in 16th place. Listen, let's not think about that. Let's think positively. Spurs win against Fulham. We're up to 37 points. Suddenly we're looking at a top 10 finish. Let's just think about that. Let's not think about losing. We'll worry about that if it happens. But yeah, the league table is concerning. And we do have to win if we're going to have any aspirations of finishing in the top 10. So let's look at the top scorers. This is interesting. Top scorers for Spurs, top scorers for Fulham, the top scorers for Tottenham are Johnson and Maddison, both with 9 goals each. Both of them given so much stick this season by different parts of the fan base. Johnson given lots of stick because he does nothing else but score goals, which is true. He doesn't do a lot but score goals, but he does score goals. You know what? I'd love to play right wing for Spurs. I'd love it. I'd score a hat full of goals because, like I say, Johnson does very little apart from tap-ins at the back post. And if you look at last night's game in the Europa League, Odegaard, come on, played right side. His first goal wasn't a tap-in, but it was an empty net to hit the ball into. His second goal was a tap-in. He basically did what Johnson does, scored tap-ins. So yeah, I'd love to play right wing for Spurs. I scored an absolute hatful, even at 50. Even at 50. And if you look at Fulham's top scorers, Jimenez with 10, Iwobi with 7. Iwobi's a funny player for me. At times, he looks amazing. Scores some great goals, takes on players exciting to watch. Other times, absolutely woeful. You just don't know what you're going to get with Iwobi. Hopefully, it's a bad game from him Sunday. Jimenez, always liked Jimenez. Good, solid striker. Obviously, since that injury, he struggled to get his form back. But he's doing well this season. 10 Premier League goals. Not to be sniffed at. And let's see what happens on Sunday. So that's it, guys. For me, that is a brief preview on the game. I think it's going to be a really tough game for Tottenham, obviously. But I am confident after winning on Thursday night and obviously in the head-to-head record, I'm confident actually we can go there and get something. Will it be a win? I'm not sure. For me, it has to be if we want to finish in that top 10. We cannot afford to lose, and we're done as a bottom half finish. I'm going to be confident. I'm going to stick my neck on the line. I'm going to say Spurs win the game 2-1. And I'm going to say Sonny gets a brace. So that's it for me. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Am I being deluded? Think we'll win 2-1? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Have a great evening. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Don't be dicks. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay Spurs.
Pure coins, singing from the stands. Pure coins, everybody raise your hands. Pure coins, pure coins, pure coins.